There are certain moments in life when something inside you suddenly wakes up. You start replaying how everything happened, and even if you fight admitting it at first, a quiet part of you realizes that something was deeply wrong. When you've been involved with a narcissistic woman, that realization usually comes after you've overgiven, pushed yourself too far, and taken far too many emotional hits. In the beginning, you couldn't see it clearly because she never showed you her real self. She presented the version she wanted you to believe. She offered intensity, so ruthless. She offered intensity, and because you are someone who values genuine connection, you welcomed it completely. But as time went on, you started to feel lost inside the relationship. You couldn't understand why she shifted. You couldn't understand why guilt followed you everywhere. You couldn't understand why your self-confidence slowly faded. You couldn't understand why you were always tense, trying not music to set her off. You couldn't understand why simple conversations drained you. And you certainly couldn't understand how she could hurt you emotionally without any sign of regret. This is exactly why this video exists, to help you make sense of all of it. It's here to break down the thinking behind her behavior and music, clear, everyday language, direct, simple, and grounded in real experiences. Once you understand how she works on the inside, everything you went through begins music to click into place. You stop blaming yourself. You stop wondering what you should have done differently. And you finally see that her behavior was never about you. It was about the unstable inner world she lives in. Here's the truth. She never viewed you as a whole person. One of the most painful truths to face after being with a narcissistic woman is realizing she never saw you the way you saw her. You entered the relationship with sincerity, emotion, and an open heart. You were trying music to build something real, but she was not coming from the same place. From the start, she judged you based on what you could provide emotionally, not on who you are as a person. She did not connect with you as an equal partner. Instead, the connection was one-sided, where your presence served a purpose for her. That's why her behavior seemed unpredictable. When music didn't, she became distant or irritable. In her mind, you were a source of attention, validation, admiration. Those needs mattered far more to her than your feelings ever did. And because she cannot bond in a healthy emotional way, she either doesn't notice or doesn't music care how her actions affect you. She can hurt you and move on as if nothing ever happened. She can music dismiss you without remorse. She can betray your trust and act as though you're overreacting. It was about supply. When she looked at you, she didn't see a partner. She saw an asset. A narcissistic woman may at first appear pure, self-assured. She might seem confident, independent, magnetic, or decisive. But when you look underneath the surface, you discover it's a carefully built mask. Behind it is someone who feels constantly music empty, unsure, and deeply afraid of being exposed as not good enough. Those insecurities run her entire emotional system. They don't pause, they don't fade, they don't calm down. They follow her constantly and shape every choice she makes. Inside her mind live constant fears: fear of rejection, fear of being replaced, fear of being not enough, fear of losing control, fear of emotional vulnerability. These fears are not soft background noise. They define her daily reality. To cope, she reacts in ways that protect her fragile inner world. She demands attention because it makes her feel temporarily safe. She chases admiration because it briefly calms her sense of. She puts others down when she feels threatened. She tries to control situations because unpredictability unsettles her. Every conflict you went through, every emotional swing, every sharp comment, every guilt-inducing music tactic was rooted in these insecurities. She wasn't really responding to tactic, she was responding to her fear. That's why her reactions rarely matched what was actually happening. A small remark or innocent question could set her off. A reasonable request could instantly put her on the defensive. A normal disagreement could explode into an outburst. She wasn't reacting to the present moment. She was reacting to the emotional chaos she carries inside. Control is safe how she tries to feel safe. When you're involved with a narcissistic woman, you quickly see that control sits at the center of her behavior. Music, she tries to control your thoughts, your emotions, your reactions. She does this because control gives her a sense of security. Losing control makes her feel exposed and powerless. To K. Epit, she leans on different tactics. You may have seen her shift the blame music even when she was clearly at fault. You may have noticed how she made you question your own memory after arguments. You may have felt the silent treatment when she didn't get what she wanted. You may have watched her play the victim to stir guilt inside you. You may have felt her suddenly pull back affection as a form of music punishment. You may have seen that she was warm and loving only when she needed something. None of these behaviors were random. They were deliberate moves. She used them to keep emotional control in the music relationship. The moment you set a boundary, she became guarded. The moment you spoke up about your needs, she turned the blame back on you. The moment you stood up for yourself, she labeled you the problem. She could not handle anything that hinted she was losing control. In a healthy relationship, control is not the main focus, but for her, it is essential. She doesn't know how to operate without it. And when someone threatens that control, bestows. And when someone threatens that control, she reacts with emotional hostility, cold distance, or more manipulation. It is proof of deep-rooted insecurity. She doesn't control because she is powerful. She controls because she feels like she will fall apart without it. Withless. This is one of the hardest truths about narcissistic women, and many people struggle to understand it. When you feel struggle to understand it, when you feel hurt, lost, or desperate, she actually feels more stable. It may sound harsh, but in her mind, your emotional vulnerability proves her importance and her superiority. Your confusion reassures her. Her musing assures her. Your sadness confirms her value. Your fear lifts her status. Your apologies feed her ego. Your dependence makes her feel indispensable. She is not aiming for balance in the relationship. She is focused on keeping emotional advantage. When you begged for understanding, she didn't feel empathy. She felt powerful. When you asked for closeness, she didn't feel compassion. She felt in control. When you opened up and were vulnerable, she didn't feel protective. She felt dominant. She is not seeking equality. She is seeking superiority. That's why your suffering didn't touch her the way you hoped. She didn't change her behavior because she doesn't feel guilt in a healthy way. Instead, your pain showed her that she held emotional power over you. Many people assume narcissistic women hurt others because they don't know the damage they cause. The reality is more painful. They are aware, that emotional damage helps protect the power they cannot live without. Music believe they cannot live without. What many people don't see is that narcissistic women compete with the very people they claim to love. She's always keeping score. In her head, there is always a silent calculation. Who holds more emotional music influence? Who gets more admiration? Who has more power? And who is more desired? This competitive mindset explains much of what you experienced. When you felt confident, she felt threatened. When others gave you attention, she felt uneasy. When others gave you achieved something, she felt overshadowed. When you were genuinely happy, she felt the need to disturb that happiness. Music tried to lower your confidence through quiet digs. She compared you to other people. She brought up your past mistakes. She questioned your ability. These behaviors were her way of keeping herself ahead in her own emotional ranking system. To her, a relationship only works if she believes she holds the higher position. She must feel superior in order to feel safe. When you felt good about yourself, she felt unsettled. When you felt proud, she felt challenged. When music, you felt strong, she felt smaller. That's why moments of closeness were eventually followed by emotional put-do. Whens she couldn't handle, and pedges, it couldn't handle your stability. And she couldn't handle the thought that you might not depend on her. Connection is not about partnership. It is about control. Her relationships tend to follow the same painful pattern. One of the clearest signs that you're dealing with a narcissistic woman is the repeated emotional cycle she runs. It doesn't matter who the partner is, how the romance starts, or how intense the bond feels at first. The script almost never changes. The cycle usually starts with an overwhelming phase where she makes you feel uniquely chosen. This is known as the idealization. She drenches you with attention, affection, and closeness. She studies your music preferences and mirrors them back to you. She shapes herself into what you want. She makes you feel selected and special. You bond quickly because the intensity feels real. During that time, it's easy to believe her feelings are. But here's what happens once she senses that you are emotionally invested. Everything shifts. This marks the start of the devaluation stage. She starts to criticize you, ignore your emotional needs, or use your vulnerabilities against you. Her moods become unpredictable. You feel her pulling away, so you try harder. You work to bring back the person she was at music. Yet, no matter what you do, she keeps withdrawing. Eventually, the relationship moves into the discard stage. She pulls back emotionally. Sometimes she becomes cold and removed. Sometimes sub music she turns openly harsh. Sometimes she acts as though you never mattered, and in some cases, she replaces you completely. The shift feels sudden, leaving you shocked, lost, and deeply hurt. But even that is not always the end. When she sees that you are finally stepping back, when you begin to heal, create distance, or try to move forward, this phase is often called hoovering. She reaches out as if the past never happened. She may show up as vulnerable. She may go back to being affectionate. A music, she may remind you of the good memories. She may say just enough to light up your hope again. You feel pulled in again because the first version of her was intense and magnetic. That version touched you deeply. That version made you believe the connection was music real. But the truth is, the persona she shows during hoovering is not real either. It is a way to pull you back into the same cycle. And once you return, the same pattern plays out again. Not because of anything you did, but because this is the only emotional pattern she nows wes. That cycle slowly breaks a person down on the inside because it creates constant instability. You're left unsure of your place. You never feel like you're enough. And over time, you start losing your sense of self while trying to fix a relationship that on her side was never. And this is a sincere warning for anyone still emotionally tied. If you remain attached to music, her despite the hurt, the confusion, and the emotional damage, this part is meant for you. You may feel torn because you're holding on to the early version of her. You may miss the attention, the affection, or the emotional intensity sick music once showed. You may still hope she'll change. You may believe that if you change something about yourself, it will finally music work. You may carry guilt because she convinced you that everything was your fault. You may feel responsible for her happiness because she placed her emotional burdens in your hands. But here is The truth, spoken calmly and honestly. The version of her you miss was never real. It was a carefully planned act meant to pull you in. It wasn't sustainable. It wasn't honest. It wasn't a reflection of her true emotional capacity. If she comes back, it won't be because she has music transformed. It will be because she wants something. Attention, Val. Idation, admiration, or control. Her actions will not suddenly become steady. Her emotional chaos will not vanish overnight. Her insecurity will not heal on its own. Her patterns will not suddenly turn healthy. And each time you open that door again, the cycle begins again. And then you lose another piece of yourself. You begin to forget your value. You make yourself smaller to avoid conflict. You push down your needs to keep her satisfied. You slowly become someone you hardly recognize. Your attachment does not mean you're weak. It means your emotions were deeply manipulated. But now that you see what was really happening, you have the chance to take back your emotional space. You can rebuild your confidence, regain clarity, and restore the life you truly want. Cannot exist with someone who feeds on music you're suffering. You are stronger than you think. If you stayed with this message until the end, music shows you're ready for truth. You're ready for people. You're ready to reclaim the parts of yourself that were dulled or wounded by her behavior. You are not the flawed person she made you believe you were. You are not the weakened version of yourself that came out of that relationship. You are someone with depth, compassion, emotional awareness, and the ability to love in a real way. Your greatest strength now is awareness. Awareness gives you the power to break unhealthy cycles. Awareness gives you the power to walk away. Awareness gives you the power to protect your peace. Awareness gives you the power to begin music again. You deserve a relationship that brings stability instead of chaos. You deserve a connection where you feel understood instead of constantly questioned. You deserve a love that helps you grow, not shrink. You deserve a partner who sees you as a whole human being and not as a tool. And you are fully capable of finding that because now you recognize the difference. And finally, since platforms tend to push content that receives real engagement, if you found value in this message, a simple like and subscribing would truly help. It allows this perspective to reach others who may need it, and it makes sure you won't miss future messages that could support your journey. Thank you all